Hi, I'm Andy Reed. I'm the director of the Duke University Marine Lab here in Beaufort, North Carolina.
My name is Tom Schultz, and I am a molecular biologist, and I'm also the director of undergraduate studies.
The Duke Marine Lab is located at the southern tip of the Outer Banks. We're about a 3-hour drive away from the main campus. We're a full-service campus here, so we have residential undergraduate students, we have dorms, we have a dining hall, and we are busy all year. We have students here spring, fall, and 2 summer terms. Our undergraduate students come from a variety of majors. We really encourage students from all kinds of different backgrounds with all kinds of different interests to think about spending a term here in Beaufort.
If you're interested in the marine environment, come live on an island. It's an incredible place to come and spend time as a student, especially if you're interested in marine science.
Our undergraduate students in particular have an immersive experience here while they're at the lab. They live on the island, they're surrounded by water, they can get on and in the water pretty much anytime they want.
I think it's a really unique experience to get to spend an entire semester here, actually physically living on the island, studying here, carrying out research here.
Community is very close-knit, especially among the undergraduates.
We are a very tight community. I was here last fall and we had around 40 students here. Numbers like that really make you kind of get to know everyone else.
I took physics here, and usually on main campus you have 300 students in a lecture setting. Here it was me and 4 other girls, and it just ended up being a really rich learning experience for me. It's almost like you're in office hours because the class sizes are so small.
Yeah, right off the bat.
You have a very nice faculty to student ratio. Not only does it keep you super engaged in class, but I mean the teacher remembers your name obviously, and they're also super cool. So all of the professors I've had here have been very inspiring. They're very passionate about what they do, and that kind of rubs off. I feel like that's the ultimate goal of teaching, is to rub off on students kind of what you're passionate about, and every class I've had here is exactly that.
We try to embrace the fact that, our classroom is this, not a room, right? It's not a lab as much as possible.
Our courses are really designed to get our students out into the field. We have ready access, obviously, to a variety of marine environments, including salt marshes. We have our brand new research vessel, a 77-foot sheer water, so we can get out to the Gulf Stream and the shelf break in just a couple of hours.
We definitely embrace experiential learning as much as possible. We get students out in the field as much as we can, and try to utilize the natural resources that we have around here in our teaching. They do research projects right over there at Carrot Island with wild horses and salt marshes.
We went over to Carrot Island to pick up some of the flat claws, and then they were also on Radio Island. We collected all of these in one day.
Classroom windows face out here, and dolphins frequently come by here. When we were talking about foraging ecology of marine mammals in my class, we had dolphins feeding right out here, and we could talk about the mechanisms that they're using to corral and catch prey. That's a pretty typical marine lab thing, right? It's just we take advantage of the opportunities that being in this wonderful place present to us.
I think another unique thing is that you get to take class with master's students as well. So there's master's students here that are integrated into a lot of the classrooms. So you're working with other undergrads, but you also get the perspective from different graduate students as well.
It allows undergraduate students and master's students to learn from each other, and it's also a great way for us to build community and to break down the barriers between student groups that exist on main campus.
Having those graduate students in your class, you can kind of see firsthand, like, this person chose this path, and that's super valuable for me who's trying to figure out what I want to do post-undergraduate.
In my current class, I have a mixture of juniors and senior undergraduate students, second-year graduate students, and I've got a PhD student. It can be a little challenging sometimes, but it also brings a richness. In my opinion, college is all about exploring things, being curious about things, and this is kind of the epicenter of that. You can go to the beach, you can go fishing in the marsh, you can go to downtown Beaufort, get dinner out there. So much more than a lab.
We went over to Radio Island last night to see the bioluminescence. Yes, under David's guiding.
We went to a cove and we're looking at bioluminescent plankton, which is, I mean, you can't do that really anywhere else.
I picked Duke specifically for the Marine Lab. I was only looking at schools that had really strong marine science programs, but I could not have imagined 5 years ago that I would be here. Getting to work with such amazing professors, having such incredible peers around me who are so willing to dispel their knowledge, it's amazing.
A lot of students think that, oh, if I'm coming to the marine lab, that means I'm going to major in marine science or major in marine biology, and that's actually not true, right? We actually have a lot to offer students who are interested in a variety of topics.
There are lots of things to learn from the ocean and from maritime communities, and there are lots of good reasons to be here, even if you don't anticipate spending your career working on the ocean. We have students who come from a pretty diverse variety of backgrounds and from a variety of majors, and they become part of our family, part of our community. It's a beautiful place to come and learn and study, and that in itself is a good reason to be here.